Let's take a little time to familiarise ourselves with the shape of the car we're starting with. The 4-track in short wheelbase form in particular is best with a chunky Tonka toy-like shape and good proportions. It is very square, but that gives it a rugged, no-nonsense look, not that dissimilar from the much revered Land Rover Defender. With such a big part of this project being the car's styling, I looked around at a lot of different cars, 4x4s in particular, to see if I could draw inspiration from any of their styling. Now most modern 4x4s are quite rounded, so straight away the kind of styling kit that most of them would have would not suit a car as willfully boxy as a 4-track. But there was one company for whom it seems an endless array of styling kits have been designed, and that is the Range Rover, and in particular the Range Rover Sport. First up, we have a body styling kit by a company called Amari. This is a very aggressive styling kit, with a very deep front spoiler, side skirts and a very stylish rear bumper. The Sport has definitely been exaggerated in this version. On the downside, the very thing that gives it its dramatic appearance, its front spoiler, also makes it completely useless as even an occasional off-road vehicle. But then let's face it, how many people are going to buy a £70,000 car to go green laning? Next up, we have the Range Rover Sport as being interpreted by the London-based company Revere. This too has a very deep, aggressive front spoiler that looks great, even though it appears to have a couple of rather odd cubby holes built into the front of it. To explore the idea of colour combinations in a fresh and modern way, breaking up of lines of a car from a floating roof to cut off B-pillars, a car that has it all for me has to be the Citroën DS. This is simply a stunning modern design, not harping back to the 60s like a Mini, but very much a thing of the now. I definitely want to follow its lead and think of creative ways to interpret the lines on the FT. Another one of my major influences are a range of Land Rover Defenders as produced by a company called Twisted. I paid them a visit shortly after I conceived of the FT project. I met with the owner and seeing what they do really influenced me heavily. Take a fundamentally utilitarian vehicle, crank up the power, add some refinement, and a big fat blob of cool, and voila! Land Rover Defender by Twisted Performance. These cars don't focus so much on body kits. They have a few tasteful accessories, but the formula is quite simple. Decent, big set of wheels, a stunning bespoke interior, and boost the power of the original engine. Of course, to batten everything down, they have to rework the suspension and brakes, etc., but you get the idea. And the results? Have a look, judge for yourself. I think they're simply stunning. Okay, so now I have a few ideas for the FT project and start to explore various looks, starting with the idea of some kind of body kit, as well as experimenting with how the car would look with different sizes of wheels, as well as various ride heights. There are lots of sketches and pencil scribbles, but I'll spare you all those. The result is a computer rendered concept, giving an indication of what the FT could look like. Let me know what you think.